Okay, so these are the vehicles we've made so far. We have our civilian car, our truck, and the race car that I'm still working on. I'm trying to make it like look nicer so you guys can have a really cool race car you can build and race with your friends. So right now we really just have Poopmobile Tier 2, and let me go over and get Poopmobile Level 1. But in this video we're going to be building a school bus or a city bus. We'll build both of them. City buses are always fun too, especially 2-level or 3-level British city buses, you know, like those ones you see in old-timey movies. I know they still exist, so just gonna push this in. So we got Poopmobile Level 1, Poopmobile Level 2, which looks better, flatbed truck, and civilian car, which looks really nice. This car looks super nice, actually. Which, I don't know why, what the science is there, but this isn't about science. We're going to be building a school bus. So, let's go over here. And remember always to take out your build tool first. And go to the plus tool or the J tool. You can hit J on your keyboard, which will take you to it. And in the part type, select normal, which is usually always at the top. And then the first step to making a bus is to make a two-dimensional or flat, we'll call it flat, square. So we'll just draw a line like this. And how I'm doing that is with the resize tool right here. And it's also called the X tool. And I'm going to paint my line black. You can paint your line whatever color you want. And how you paint is the V tool. And now I'm going to copy this line using Shift-C. And just lift it up like this. And the first bus we're going to make is a city bus, because that's what I have in mind. And then we can just change its shape into all the other types of buses. So now we have these two lines. And next, we will copy the bottom line like this, Shift-C, but we aren't going to move it out of itself. We're just going to use the resize tool to sort of pull it down like this. You can see how it's like inside of it like that. And resize it up like this. And it will sort of look like a subway train. And now you can see that I've copied this line and brought it down there, copied that line and brought it up there. So they're across from each other. And you're probably asking yourself, how's this going to make a bus? And you'll see here. Now, you click Shift, click off in the distance, drag, and select it all. Now you can see how I've selected all these lines. I click the X tool, or the resize tool right here. You should get this sort of blue glow. And drag. And you now see that from our two-dimensional drawing, we've created a three-dimensional bus shape. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to paint this front sort of side yellow, because this is where the driver's going to be, and it's where glass is going to be. And we're also going to use our resize tool. And you know what the resize tool is by now, but I'll go ahead and point it out. This is the resize tool. You can also get to it by clicking X. And go ahead and shrink the yellow side down a little bit, because it's going to become glass. And now you can see if we come in to where the door is going to be right here, the bus driver will be sitting like right here. Now it feels like the roof's a little high, but from my point of view it's pretty fine. Next step is we just copy this wall. You know how to copy, Shift-C. Move that wall down like this. And add the door. We resize this wall like this. Now we have where you climb in at. We can also block off that little bit of glass like this. Now we just keep sort of copying these pieces and drawing sort of a flat layer of the bus like this. And I'm going to continue to sort of copy these pieces along, and it will sort of look like a modern house. But in reality, it's bus windows. And you'll see what we're going to do next, which will really blow your mind. So now that we have all these lines in, we're going to select all of them other than the door, and we're going to pull them up. It's this one. Nope, that's a wall. Now we're going to use the resize tool to pull them up, because the bus seats are going to be like right here. Then we make a copy of this block here and drag it out. So now you can see how when you come in and you'll be sitting at the window seat, what you'll be seeing. And even if you wanted to, you could pull this along, but that doesn't look too good. Feels like these tall rectangles just look better than shorter rectangles. I cannot explain to you a scientific reason why, but you're not here for the science. You're here to see how to build a school bus. And now, all we do is copy this side. So we just hold shift and we click on everything like this. And now we've copied it. And now you can see how we have our windows on this side now too. I know what you're thinking, it's hard to see with all the black, but now what we're going to do is we're going to turn everything gray. We just click off in the distance, select everything, make sure we don't have the yellow thing selected, go to our V tool, paint everything a white or gray. I like the white. As you can see, I accidentally colored that yellow window. I'm going to repaint it yellow again. And now I'm going to make sure to put a little block on this side, like this, to cover up any imperfections and finish running the siding to there. And as you can see now, we took a two-dimensional shape, turned it into a three-dimensional shape, and we also drew in our windows, and we have sort of the general bus shape for a city bus, which is a rectangle, and I guess just some sublines. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this yellow square here, and we're going to make it transparent, and how you do that is you select it by clicking on it, and go over to this N or gear tool, the gear tool, and go over to the left side of your screen and tell its transparency to be 0.7. Then now you can see out of it. And now for the final steps, we're going to add a vehicle seat and just some bus seats. So go to your plus sign tool or J tool, select from the part type list a vehicle seat, and sometimes it faces the wrong direction. Nope, looks like it faces the right direction. I'm just going to make it float a little bit. Maybe make it stick into the wall. Add a normal seat, and normal seat's just called seat in the list, and just add some of that. That's way too high. There we go. And now we just add those all along the bus. And then I'll show you how to make the other two kinds of buses, because they're all just branches of this bus design. And basically what that means is that their design is related to this design. So if you know how to make this design, you can make their design. And now we have a bus. But you're going to want to be able to drive the bus, so for the final step, we have to add our wheels. So now what we do is we go to our J tool or plus tool and click normal, add a block, paint that block purple with the V tool, which is the little paint bucket, drag it down, push it under like this. I know you don't really want to block your door with your wheels, but it's probably better that the wheel be near the front of the bus for support. Do normal, drag it over, make sure it's just barely popping out of the front there, level this one off, and we're just resizing. Click both on the left side and just pull it out like this. Then copy that, drag it down to the other end, and now all we have to do is make our wheels. I didn't put glass in my windows, but if you know how to copy and paste and add transparency, which you should because I showed you how to, and I'm going to show you how to here again, you can go ahead and put windows in your bus. So now I'm going to add a cylinder with the J or plus sign tool, and I'm going to put hinges on it with the B tool or the cube tool. And how I do that is I just click on one side of it, go to type, hinge, and I do it to the other side of it, type hinge, and then I'm going to resize it with the both tool to be a pretty nice size, because you don't want the bottom of your bus to rub up against the ground. And then you just want to put the wheels onto the bus. And then once one side of the wheels is on the bus, so you have two wheels, they're on one side of the bus, copy them, make sure both wheels are selected, and how you do that is you hold shift, click, click, drag that copy over here, and slowly put it on like this, because you want to make sure it makes good contact. There we go. And now our bus should work. And how you copy the bus is you click off in the distance, drag, select, shift C. There you go, see? And now what we're going to do is we're going to click, drag, select, deselect our wheels as always, and weld last. And then select everything and unanchor it. And now you can see we have this big bus, and for some reason it's running away at the speed of light. It is still going. I don't know why it did that, but as you can see the bus works. It does not turn. I do not know why turning isn't working, but that is how you make a bus. Your bus should turn, but I don't know why my bus does not turn. I think it's just because the wheels aren't big enough. Sometimes if you have a big vehicle in Roblox, it won't turn if the wheels aren't big enough. But as you can see, that making a bus is simply just making a rectangle. And now we can make the other kind of bus if there's time left in the video, and there is not. But in the next video, I will make the other two kinds of buses, because it should be way easier now that I have this shape to work off of, and I will also fix it so it turns, so you can see how it works when it turns. Goodbye for now.